everyone, welcome to my channel, and my name is Claudia, and thank you for watching. This theme for this month is the Day of the Dead, but based on the animated movie Coco from Pixar. I did really struggle to paint the face of the character Miguel. Was really hard, and I tried different colors and I couldn't get the tone or the skin tone basically right. That was my most struggle, and when I was like, when you see one of those people with full of foundation in their face, this is Miguel. It's just like I put layers and layers of color on top, because I didn't get it right, and I tried again basically. So that's how I did it. But first I draw it. I kind of sketch it a bit first, what I was going to draw it. I saw this little image, reference image, released with a dog, and I thought it was really cute. And I decided, like, you know what, it's a difficult position and hard illustration to do, but I'm gonna do it. And probably I should have like draw it first basically, but like as in should have sketched it before in my sketchbook first, and then actually do it. But anyway, trust the process basically. This is the only tip that I have to say. The bullet journal that I'm using is my Melodies Reverie, and it's a watercolor bullet journal, and it's quite really nice. It's not totally white page. Not sure if you can see from the video, but it's really nice. I really liked it. It has a bit of texture paper as well. I really like how this it turns out. I had really good fun to paint this. I saw the movie. If you haven't saw the movie, the animated movie, watch it. It's nice, and I know that the Day of the Dead is in 2nd of November and not October, but I thought, because even though there's nothing to do with Halloween whatsoever, but I don't know, I thought that because it's just right in the beginning of November and then end of October, I thought it was a really nice theme to do for October. And I really enjoyed to paint it and to experiment with it, and it was really nice. I'm using Holbein Gouache and Winsor and Newton, and I bought this acrylic palette to put my paints in, which I saw from another artist that recommended that she use it, and I found it so much easier to mix the paints and do it. Normally I use a small ceramic base, but this one was so much easier to do and to use, and even to clean was really easy, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. I'm still not 100% sure about the Holbein paint gouache. I'm not too sure if I do like it. I found it that after it dries and when I'm going to reactivate with water, it doesn't reactivate completely. But anyway, I'm still trying to see how it works. The quote that I use for the month is "Love the other as you love yourself," which I think has a lot of have a good reference with, combines really well with the theme for October. Yeah, here I'm painting one of the skulls that's like on parts of the movie. There's this scene that is dancing, is on a stage and has with a band, and on the background they have this like massive skull painting with graffiti basically, and or spray paint, and I replicated that basically, so like I recreated. And mostly for the to-do I use like the little decoration flags, or like a little that they use for the celebration of the Day of the Dead, because at the end of the day it is a celebration. And I use that as all of my guidance for the to-do, so I can write in it, and for the weeklies as well. I have a really good fun to do this, and to paint it, and it's very colorful. It's not something that I normally like. I do colorful, but like not as this colorful itself, and I think it was good to get out a little bit of my comfort zone, let's say, and try something different. I just adding a bit of illustrations for each elements, basically based on the film, on the weeklies, and here I just show just 1 week how I set it up. Later on, then I did the rest of the weeks. Added this little candle, which I think it looks really nice. And I stamped the calendar, which is always very easy to do and simple. I painted the tabs for the Dutch doors, and then I remember, maybe I should use a little bit of tape to have straight lines on it instead of me guessing if it's straight or not. I didn't do that on the first one, but then I kind of tried to adjust it. But I think it looks really nice, and I think this is the layout that I prefer for the weeklies, and I use it more often. And the tabs on the side instead of on the top, I think it works really well. I really enjoy it. And then I discovered that so I'm using fine liners Stabilo, and then while I was doing this, when I was adding the shadow for the little squares, I figured out that the fine liners are not waterproof. So when I use the Tombow brush, pen brush for the shadows, it kind of like smudge the colors a bit, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should get different fine liners. For now they are fine, they'll be fine to do. Then I just add a little bit of marigold petals. Marigold is the reference flower used for the Mexican Day of the Dead celebration. And then we're going for the memories page. I had really good fun to do this page. I think it looks beautiful. It took me like a bit to organize, and I kind of figure out that sometimes like I don't need to draw everything to add things, especially if it's something a little bit more repetitive. But I did draw everything on this page as a guide. thought like September will be like less busy month, but actually end up to be quite busy. And I didn't have much time to film this. To be honest, like I didn't have a theme for a while. Like a friend of mine actually suggested the theme for this month, because last year I did Halloween and I didn't want to do it again. So I was like, I really want to do something really different, and there were so many ideas. I don't know, there was nothing that actually pushed me, or like also I was like, yeah, this is it. And then when my friend said it to me, I was like, oh, but I think it's in November, it's not October. But then I was like, you know what, actually, it's a good idea, so I'm going to do it. And this is the 2 pages that are new pages for me, basically. I never done them before, so I'm using I'm doing like a content page and a brain dump. Can't even spell it. And these pages I got inspired, like the layout got inspired by the Topus Aoife from Aoife. She does have like a few content plans that she does really nicely, and I thought like this is a good spot to do it. And then I decided to paint the character Miguel, that when he wears the red hoodie and he's like trying to pass on as a dad on the world of the dead, the afterlife, basically. And I really enjoyed to paint it, and it went so much better because it's just so simple. Like you only use red and black and that's it. I don't have to do anything else. So I really like the result of it. It looks really nice. I'm really proud of myself. I can be proud of myself. Yeah, and I really enjoyed to create these pages, even though they look very simple. This skull, I don't even know what I was thinking. It looks awful to me. I don't like it, but I just left it. Like I don't hate it, so it's fine. Will be there, but it's not one of my favorites. I could have done just any other one, or repeat another one or something, change some colors. But yeah, I followed this other reference, and yeah, for some reason I don't think it worked very well on the page, but I'll leave it. And this is it. This is done. And now we're going for the mood and habit tracker. Here I decided to do on the same page. So normally I put like the mood tracker on one side and habit tracker on the other page, but this time I decided to put everything all together. And because I removed the cycling from my habits because it's too cold now to cycle, then it was easier to have less things to track. And yeah, hopefully I'll be sleeping a little bit more, going early to bed, read more. As always, my accomplishments for the month, basically. And then I just added little icons to fill it in with color, basically. And I think it looks really cool. And this is it. This is the flip through October to have a look to it. And if you enjoy it so far, please subscribe if you haven't, like it, and leave a little comment with maybe like a skull or a ghost or whatever you like, or a candle in the comments below, so I know that you watch until the end and you enjoy it. I hope you got inspired as well, and I hope to see you soon next in the next month. Thank you so much for watching, and yep, have a good day. Bye!